I miss the one Christmas, I miss the snow, I miss the icicle, I miss the timberland. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here or if you're coming from like the hair video, welcome. Well, if you're new here, welcome to Stalk'r. Make sure to like and subscribe. I do be posting. It's not regular. I do be posting. Anyways, today, like I said yesterday, I was planning on doing this yesterday, but the hair took up so much of the day. So today we are going to be creating Vanessa Guillermo's look, the Christmas look that she did, but we're going to make it a whole lot more Christmassy, like way more Christmassy. Maybe not that much more Christmassy, like a bit more Christmassy. So I'm kind of excited because like the first time that I did it, like the first time that I practiced it as a means of procrastination, it turned out okay. So you know, I'm hopeful about this and happen. I'm very excited to see where this goes, and let's get it popping. Alright, so right off the bat, we are going to be using our Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I got my nails done. I kind of did them this morning by myself, you know, because we're telling it like that. It's okay, we move. Anyways, we are going to be using our Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I forgot to wrap my hair. I will be right back. I could not find my silk wrap, but I did find this that I usually put on top of my silk wrap. Oh my lord, my edges! My head hurts! I made that us unwrap this halfway through. Like, me and my hair are not friends at all. Like, this really hurts. Yeah, this is probably not going to make it past primer. But speaking of primer, we're using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer, and I'm just going to, I did wash my hands before this, so make sure to do that. Just gonna go like that. Ow, edges. This is pain. I feel nothing but pain. Yeah, okay. We're gonna have to. No. Absolutely not. I don't usually lay my edges anyways, because I feel like they're non-existent at this point. So now that my face has been primed, I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier translucent loose setting powder and just putting that, like dusting that over my brows, just to make sure that this like sticks well the way that I want it to stick. And then I'm also going to be going over it with like my dual lash glue, because I want my brows to stay in place. We're going to be dyeing the brows, right? So I want it to be immaculate. I just realized I could have done this with Eco Styler or just like Got To Be, but you know, it's too late for that now. Okay, so for my white brows, I'm going to be using a combination of two things. This white pigment from this Jeansy face paint palette, and the NYX Epic Wet Incliner in white. I'm pretty sure it's white, but the thin on the bottom is gone. So I miss the one Christmas, I miss the snow, I miss the icicle, I miss the timberland. I'm going to be taking this red shade from the Jeansy palette also, and I'm going to be putting that in stripy motion like a candy cane over my eyes. The red candy cane brow. I like my little butterfly tops. Anyways, step 2 is we are going to do basically this everything that we did on this side, but in green on this side. Brows is done. It only took like what, 30 minutes. Anyways, brows is done. This brow is not giving what I wanted to give, but it's okay, it's fine. This one kind of mixed up for it. And next thing we are going to do is we're going to prime our eyelids. So my P. Louise base in the shade Remo 05, and then this e.l.f. concealer in the shade White. Actually, no, I'm going to use it on this little palette thing, right? So that way it's easier to like grip and it doesn't stain my hand after. Like I said, it dries very fast, so you want to be quick with it. I messed up the brow! We can fix it, it's fine. So first thing we want to create is a red smoky eye, which we're going to be doing with the use of these two palettes, which is the Saharan palette by Juvia's Place and the Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Because we're going to create a bit of a red smoky eye. We're going to cut crease that, put a shimmer shade there, and that's where we use our candy cane eyeliner. We're going to take our fluffy brush, a little fluffer right here. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Brush in number 16, and I'm going to use this just over my lids, just kind of as a little setting shade. So next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a orange-ish shade, like the shade Zama from the Warrior 2 palette, and we are going to be using the same brush because we're practically done with it and we don't need to go back in with the nude. And we're going to be mixing it with Yodit just for like safety purposes, and we're going to be blending that like in the crease. Yes, I forgot the word for a second. Make sure to wing it out because we are creating a wing with the cut crease after, with the concealer after. Anyways, and then now that that's done, we're going to be taking the shade Zohra from the Saharan palette, and we're going to be putting that in. This is a very deep red, like it's a super duper deep red. Alright, so next step, I'm going to be using a little smudgy brush, and I'm going to be taking the shade Shawata. The shade Shawata from the Warrior 2 by Juvia's palette. They just blended that into the red to create a very, very dark red shade. Alright, so I'm going to go back in with that deep red and the shade Yamata from the Warrior 2 palette. I'm just going to blend that back up just to kind of give that red a bit more visibility. I hate that it looks so bad in here, but it looks so good in this mirror. Like, why? What is the problem? You know what? It's fine. We'll fix it in post. Alright. Now that it has been, the red and the black have been blended, we're going to be using the same mixture that we had beforehand, and we're just going to be using that to create a cut crease. Okay, so I know you're supposed to use like the Vaseline and Q-tip thing to kind of cut your crease and then use the P. Louise base over it. But I found that when I was cutting my crease, when I did the practice look, the side where I didn't cut the crease turned out better. I don't know why. I guess it had the bit more Christmas. It looked way more Christmassy than the side where I didn't cut, like where I did use the Vaseline. So I'm just going to go ahead and not use the Vaseline for both sides this time. I hate the fact that my concealer things are never unequal. It's very annoying. We tried everything. We could. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. We move. This is just me showing off my nails because pretty. Purr. And goes back. I'm waiting for my concealer to dry. I'm waiting for my concealer to finish now so that I can finish looking good at. I'm waiting for my concealer to dry. But now, as my concealer is dry, I'm going to be taking this like kind of lightish, very lightish rose gold pink, because this is like rose goldish, but this is like a lighter rose gold. So I'm going to be taking this one. And, oh, like champagne. Yes, that's the word I was looking for. This champagne-ish color. And I'm going to be putting it in my lids, on my lids, all over my lids. Yes, the word lid. I forgot that something I was going to do while I was filming this video was that I was going to explain. Okay, so I forgot about it up until now, but something I was going to do while I was filming this video was I was going to explain why I left for so long. And the reason is that it got really difficult for me to like film, to sit down and film, because like It got to the point where I was filming back well, I was like, I felt bad for like filming, right? Like for not, like if every single moment that I wasn't working on filming, every single moment that I wasn't filming, I felt bad. And then every single time I did a makeup look that was just going somewhere without, that wasn't like for my page, I felt bad for not filming that too. And like every single time I had to sit down and actually do my makeup, I had to like sit there for at least an hour beforehand, figuring out the top sound on TikTok, figuring out what the top moves on TikTok are, trying to figure out how to film for both TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at the same time in like one makeup look. And it was just getting way too exhausting. And it got to the point where I wasn't even liking, like, just the thought of doing my makeup was just dreading to me. Like, it just became such a chore. And like I started this channel because I wanted to be able to like do something I wanted and like love it. That champagne is mwah. But anyways, I started this channel because I wanted to do, like, I wanted to show the world that, hey, this is me, this is what I do, I hope you enjoy it, right? And it got to the point where I wasn't enjoying it. So I was, well, how were other people supposed to enjoy it? And it just didn't feel right. Like I always, like, I literally just kept saying, oh, I'm gonna film. And then one time I actually sat down to film in September, I almost started crying because it was just, I was going through so much. I was so tired. Like, I was trying so hard to film for both TikTok and Instagram at the same time. I was kind of doing so many moves at the same time, trying to film one look, where I had to keep pausing between every single step of makeup to go and make sure film a TikTok step of the same like step. And it was just so tiring to me, right? And I was like, I cannot, like, as much as I want to do this, like, this is something I really, really want to do, but as much as I want to do this, I cannot, like, sacrifice my, like, I guess, well-being for, like, the sake of being, like, TikTok famous, Instagram famous, having, like, clout, I guess, because I do want to be, like, you know, one of them, like, you know, Morphe X or like Anastasia Beverly Hills X kind of people. And I was like, as much as I want to do that, like, I know it's going to be hard, like, I also cannot continue to sacrifice myself because I also have other things I need to do, right? So it's just, it became really, really, like, just exhausting for me, like, right off the bat. And it wasn't really, and I was like, okay, you know what, let me step back, let me take a bit of a break, right? Because I know, like, even my, and like, it wasn't like no one was listening to me, because I literally have friends who were like, why'd you stop posting when, like, you know, we missed your videos, because you have like the exact right personality for this. And it was just, I really didn't feel like posting. I didn't feel like doing my makeup, and I didn't even do my makeup for like an entire month after I stopped like filming, because I was just so tired. I didn't want to do my makeup. I didn't want to touch anything that had like I didn't want to touch a brush. I didn't want to touch a palette. I was so tired. I was just like, this is so not it for me, right? I was like, this is what I want to do, but it doesn't feel like what I thought it was going to feel like. Which is understandable, because not everything always turns out the way you want it to be, but still, right? So it's just like, I was trying to figure out how to create a balance between what I wanted to do and how I wanted to feel doing what I wanted to do. And that did take me a while. And today, like, I was very content with what I was filming. Like, I wasn't even that stressed about it. I was kind of worried as to how this brow was going to turn, but that's about it. I wasn't really too stressed about everything, which is what, like, the energy I'm kind of trying to create, but having to create consistent content. And I did talk to my friend Ada Elizabeth. She's a very good she's a very good makeup artist, one of the very best makeup artists I've ever seen, and she also posts content like me. And I texted her and I was like, hey, like, you know, how do you keep going? And she was like, no, girl, I did not keep going. Like, I stopped several times. Like, it was just, I just kind of decided I wasn't going to sacrifice my happiness for like content, which was what I decided to go by, because I was like, I'm not going to sit down here and film until I am ready, right? And I felt ready, and also felt ready because I have nothing left to do for the rest of the year. Classes are done. I'm just kind of waiting to go home for Christmas for like a couple days and then come back and then just start next class. So I was like, why not film? Like, I have this free time. I feel good about the where I currently am, so why not film? So I'm very happy about that. Sorry, that was a lot of words at once. But yeah, so if anyone was like following my channel and was like, why she stopped posting, school, everything just became very, very overwhelming, and I just did not feel like I was in the right headspace to continue this. Alright, so I love how I just go like straight up very emotional, like pouring on my heart, and then I'm like, pat. All right. Now that our eyes have been champagned, pop, 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 something. We're going to be using our white eyeliner to create a candy cane on each eye. We are going to be reversing the candy cane, so the red candy cane goes here and the green candy cane goes here. Wait, no, before I go anywhere, before I do anything, I'm going to be using lash glue to make sure that my thing sticks. I learned this from Beats by Deb, that if you use lash glue, your color eyeliner will stick. And I didn't know that was an issue. Everyone else had that. I just thought it was like my technique, but apparently it keeps your eyeliner from peeling off. So it's beginning to look a lot like Slay Mama. Ay. I was gonna say Christmas. I don't know why I kind of changed it last minute, but it's okay. Last minute is how we do everything around here. I just realized my mistake. I wasn't supposed to connect the whites, but you know, it's fine. I hate when you put on eyeliner and your eyes start itching. You didn't know you were going to itch before I put on the eyeliner, huh? Did you not know you were going to itch before I put on the eyeliner? Put on woman. It's 4:30. I started this at 3, so, and I'm still only on one eye. All right, so now that we're done this candy cane eye, we're going to go ahead and just do everything on this side. So let's just go ahead and get that done. And I am going to get into the face makeup finally. Today I am going to be using brushes because apparently someone told me brushes are way better, and I am going to try and test that theory. It's probably going to be right. Let's not lie. Alright, so today for my foundation, I'm going to be using the two foundations that happen to be closest to my skin, which is a mixture of the Can't Stop Won't Stop Cappuccino, NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop, and the 24-hour foundation by Maybelline in the shade Java. My problem is that none of my foundations like really fit me anymore. Like they're either like too light or too dark. Like 95% of them are too light. It's only like two that are too dark, because I got darker than when I was in the summer. So I just kind of need to figure out exactly how or what balance of like foundation and makeup is going to do its best job on my skin, right? So alright, so it's time for us to start highlighting and contouring. And as you know, as always, don't judge me, they're the only two stable things in my life. I am going to be using my Too Faced Bond Sway multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Butterscotch for a highlighter, and my Fenty Beauty matte Stix matte skin stick in the shade Espresso as a contour. But I don't regret this. I'm kind of going for that jolly rosy cheeked look, but like more. Actually, before I finish, I forgot to use this. This is a spray from Affinated Cosmetics. It's a Alberta owned brand, a black owned Alberta owned brand, and they have really gorgeous products. I forget the name of this, but y'all look at this. Look at darling. So I'm gonna take that and spray it all over my face before I go in with my Urban Decay setting spray. Oh god, it smells amazing too. Just want to give our face that bit more shine. The reason I actually took a while off was because I felt like I needed to be a little bit better at what I wanted to do on the looks that I wanted to create for me to be back here. So if you're watching this, leave a comment in the description. Let me know if you have any tips for me, anything I could do to make myself better, or any way to make sure that my foundation don't always betray me in every single look that I've been doing. Why do I keep spraying myself? Anyways, I'm going to go get changed, and I'll be right back to show you guys the final look. Alright, so I didn't do much. I just changed my top, my skirt, literally. I just kind of changed from shorts to something else. I put on some earrings. And I kind of let down my hair that I did yesterday. I also decorated it a little bit, and I did add mousse yesterday, so y'all don't clown me. This is the final look. I love the ending, because damn, period, her, darling. Like, this is so cute. This thread will not let me breathe. Damn, I've been literally been trying to pull it up this entire video. Anyways, I love this. Yo, period. I love this. This was a challenge for me to create the first time, so I was kind of confident going into the second time, because it turned out so well the first time. But y'all, period, I did all day. I did all day, baby girl. Don't come for me. I feel like this would be so cute with a little anyways, thank you so much for watching this video with me. It was so fun to create, even though there were a couple frustrations along the way. The hair looks good, face looks good. Attitude and give me face. Let me see them eyes. Let me see them lips. Anyways, I'm getting carried away again. Thank you so much for watching the video with me. Thank you so much for going through this video with me. And I just want to say thank you for coming back. If you're coming back for the second time after my hiatus. Yeah. I just want to say thank you so much. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye-bye.